All right, so I wanted to record a video up close and personal. Um, this is me post workout. I just posted my December 27th workout. If you haven't seen it, this is literally right after. I've been sitting in the same chair. Here's Donovan Mitchell. Um, I've been recording my thoughts about nutrition and stuff. And one thing I also wanted to start doing is that once a week or however often I feel like it, I want to start sharing some personal thoughts about spiritual stuff. I think it's just as important as physical health. Health is improving your spiritual condition. This is short and simple, but I wanted to talk about what I believe God is, like what I believe God is, not who. I think who is subjective. I think people have different relationships with God, and uh, and it's like with any person, one person can get along with someone really well, and a different person can have a different relationship with that same person. Maybe they don't like them as much, or maybe they love them more. Who knows? But what I think God is that I think God is a obviously, like we talk about metaphysical, whatever that crap means. I don't know. Someone who's all knowledgeable and all powerful. Um, the thing that makes God God, in my opinion, is that before anything existed in this space, this realm of existence that we call like the universe or whatever. I think he was someone obviously like supreme, someone that anyway, like I said, all knowledge, all power. I have no idea if there are other people that existed that were the same as him. But anyway, all we know is that he exists because he's revealed himself to prophets and has given us scriptures to tell us about him. Anyway, so what I think he did is that he said in Genesis, he said, "Let there be light." And people want to assume that that means that he made the light and then made day and night, all this stuff. But then if you read a few verses later, he actually does that later. So what did he mean when he said, "Let there be light," and he divided the light from the darkness? I think it's actually a lot more literal than we think it is, or like it's more scientific. And I think I can explain it by just saying, I think that he was creating energy and also, I mean, not so much as creating. He said, "Let there be." Maybe it's like, "Let it be here, let it be present," but he released energy, and also subsequently we know that there has to be dark matter, or we don't understand what it is yet, but we know that it exists and that it's a part of the universe. And I think out of that energy, out of that light, he created us. I believe that we all have spiritual forms inside of us, like we exist as a spirit inside of a body. I think that our spirit is made of this energy and it has light inherently, like we're beings of light. So I think God was the person that brought the light. He brought the energy into this existence, or like into this space of the universe, and then he created us. And that the way he did it, I think this is just a thought, like it's a I think, not a I know. I think what he did is that with his supreme intelligence, he was able to identify every single possibility of existence that was possible. Obviously, he looked at the light and saw each one of us. And the reason why each one of us is so unique, like we're all genetically, like we're pretty similar, but when it comes to personality, we're all unique. I think it's because he saw every single possibility of existence that there could be, and he created a person for every single possibility. Every single, almost like his infinite thought is what created each one of us. And that means that each one of us is created with a specific intention of representing, embodying a concept of existence. I don't know if that makes sense. There's a lot of things to think about. I was doing this with my hand and like thinking like this. I know you couldn't see it. That's kind of weird, but what I think God is that He's someone that created us, and because of His intelligence, He created us a specific way, and because of how He created us, and the fact that we have life now, means that we owe everything to Him. Basically, we can't deny that He created us, or deny that. That we don't need to serve him or anything like that. If that's true, if that is true that he created us, then we are in debt to him for existing. And that fact remains in a continuum because he's so benevolent and he's so merciful to all of us. He doesn't give us any reason to doubt. He doesn't give us any reason to fear. He just gives us a reason to love and to respect him. So nothing else we can do besides that, besides just be his servants, and we'll be blessed for it. So hopefully that explains like what, at least like what made him God. I didn't really explain what he is because I don't know. No one knows. That's what the scriptures kind of talk about, like the mystery of God, that the ways of God are unsearchable, unknowable. I think it's just because we don't have the capacity to understand. Our brains are so peanut sized compared to his, that if we could have his intelligence, we wouldn't be able to fit it in our being, in our essence. It would be too much. But I think at some point he's going to reveal himself and tell us exactly who he is and where he came from, how he became to be God, and he's going to teach us how to do the same thing. So those are all some thoughts that I wanted to share. Hopefully this helps someone that didn't hasn't really conceptualized this yet. I just want to spark minds and to help people think for themselves. So these are all my thoughts. If you have any, I encourage you to share them, or at least record them, write them down, develop them, so that way you can help someone else.